Draculas. Winkee. It's the fate of a very small thing. Draculas. Winkee.
Dracula's Winkee.
Episode 4. The enemy of my enemy is still my enemy.
The fog rolled in like butter toast down a gorilla's nose. That suited those that gathered in the small bake shop just fine. Their kind had existed for centuries, and the littler the outside world knew about them, the better. They were hunters, assassins, and nuns. Theirs was a life dedicated to blood and torture, decapitation and dismemberment.
Scones?
Sure.
Yes.
The host placed the plate of hot bakery goodness down the huge round table. Hardened faces that embraced the destiny of death shared yummy noises.
Ooh.
They were interrupted by a voice that sounded like Tom Waits riding B. Arthur.
It is time to call this meeting to order!
Several assassins may have peed themselves. The host removed the plate of goodness.
Allow me to introduce those in attendance of this rather foreboding gathering. First, I welcome you and your fellow Secret Sisterhood of the Divine Traveling Ya-Yas. You honor us with your purity and religiousness. We also bow before the last of the benevolent Van Helsing family, Skippy Van Helsing.
Is this going to run much longer? I'm supposed to Skype with a girl tonight. At least I think she's a girl. I hope.
We will have you out of here within the hour, my friend. She's not going to show anyway. If I may continue, to my right, we have from the south of the border, our brutally efficient vampire hunter, Carlos de Carlos. His minority status also helps us in achieving government grants. To my left is our treasured street informant, pimp extraordinaire, S.D. Patang. His network of prostitutes worldwide never misses a trick. And they never miss a trick. I'm glad to see our official superhero accepted our invitation tonight. Welcome, Spread Eagle. Who is this with you?
My new sidekick, Swallow.
Splendid. And lastly, across the table is Mark Ruffalo. Welcome all. I, of course, am the owner of this bakery and the representative of our enemy's oldest foe, the vigilant, ancient order of the Prissy Unicorn. I'm Teabag McJoy.
They all gasped at the My Little Pony branding on his shoulder.
S.D. Batang, why don't you share with us what you and your hooker spies have discovered?
My pleasure. Let's all give it up for Teabag for hosting this meeting. Oh, and real quick, here are some punch cards I'm passing out. You's good with me? 5 hole punches and your 6 is on old SD. Sisters, I respect that due to religious beliefs you can't use them. Just leave a stack in the pews. Okay, the news I bring you is not at all pleasant. My sources have revealed to me the fact that Dracula is again out among the living, seeking women victims, draining, drinking, feeding, feasting.
El diablo, those poor innocent mujeres must be in mucho pain to be violated so. I too have once been feasted. I could not sit down for a week and my soul hurt so badly.
The room fell silent and stared at Carlos de Carlos.
Feasting, to eat. Think you were talking something else, prison bitch? But thanks for sharing.
You seller of discount puta. You make fun of my accent, I will cut you, gringo, and do so in a stereotypical fashion.
Oh, you want stereotypes, Carlos? Kiss the feather in my big floppy hat. I will pimp slap you and pop a cap in your ass, mofo. And I don't even own a gun. Not that anything in your ass would matter to you, Mr. Feasted.
Bring it, Chivato. Bring it and all your impuro prostitutas. Oh, and don't want to drink this water? I will make you run for the border.
Oh, you bring it, El Guapo. I'll hit you with my bling-encrusted, jacked-up pink Cadillac, and then wave a gang sign at you.
I say, gentlemen, can we please dispense of these unpleasant stereotypes?
Sir Winston Edinburgh III said through horribly crooked teeth as he sipped tea and watched Benny Hill. But it was too late. The two miscreants were across the table, going for each other's throats. It was like watching a video from NFL players giving dating tips. Everyone scattered as the two crashed to ground level, sending chairs flying. A ruler sliced through the night air and smacked the street pimp and the hitman squarely on the wrists. They looked up in shock as two more swats connected. Sister Agnes was pissed off and channeling a ton of holy.
Damn, you broke my wrist. What'd you do that for?
You're a maniac.
Maniac?
On the floor.
Teabag McJoy helped his belittled companions up. The other nuns righted the furniture. Mark Ruffalo thought about his own Hulk movie. After a few minutes, everyone was properly seated again, and the meeting focused once more on their one true mission.
I understand everyone's rage, but let's not waste it by striking at each other. It is our true foe, Dracula, who deserves the punishment. Soon he will leave the protection of Transylvania. Then every advantage is ours.
Teabag McJoy spoke calmly, knowing his voice was trained in the ancient ways to soothe, relax, and even numb both anxiety and pain. But he also knew his friends should know the possible side effects before allowing his voice to do so. Some report dizziness, rashes, anal bleeding, and in the rare occurrences, death. Do not listen if you are pregnant or thinking of becoming pregnant. Ask your doctor to see if Teabag McJoy's voice is right for you.
He's right, my gringos. My anger got the best of me. I did not mean to kick your chalupa. SD, accept my apology.
I'm sorry too, my main man. Here's some penicillin. Take it. I may have bled on you a little bit.
Hug it out, bitches. We all need to remember and honor those we represent. And we always had the Vatican's support as well as the secret council within the UN, the Freemasons, and Hobby Lobby. But there is one who governs over this entire operation. We surely do not want to disappoint one who shall go unnamed.
The one who shall go unnamed.
He always signs his letters to me, Glenn.
Whatever. Just know the one who shall now be named Glenn will not accept failure on our end.
The Mother Superior threw her ruler aside and pounded the table with her bare fist.
Now, who do I need to spank to get some goddamn cupcakes?
Next time on Dracula's Winkee.
Dracula gets a taste of American cuisine, and Juan pushes for the ultimate road trip across the Atlantic. Brought to you by Ash Cheek Handprint. Customized. Do it again.